Dude, this righteous fear, man, it's different, man. It's provocative, man. I mean, I don't even know what that means. It gets the people going.
Is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
Yes, we're visiting history, but we're visiting in a way that I felt I had growing up. You know, my parents talked to me about the trials and tribulations, but instead of making it seem sad, it made me feel resilient, and it made me feel empowered. It made me feel proud of where I came from, and it made me that much more encouraged to fight in my own way, whether it's out during a march or whether it's in my artistry. And so I just really wanted to be careful when it came to Alice because of how complex it is and because of how sensitive it is, that I was doing everything I could to portray Alice in a way that would, exemplify all these things, show her strength, but not make her just a stereotypical strong Black woman. Don't allow her to not have any other emotions or show the complexities of how she's trying to survive this situation. And
one of the many messages of the film is all it takes is one person to start a conversation or to make a change. And Alice really reminds Frank of, like, don't lose hope. Like, even all the stuff that was going on last year or the year before, I don't want anyone, like, with all of the activism, to forget. And not forget in the sense of not remembering, but oh, well, it didn't make a difference. We tried that, we did all of that. We tried that. And, it is what it is, right? Or I don't want people to lose that spark. And Alice is that spark for Frank. And without it being the 70s, we would have been right in the middle of it. That was important to me.
If you're spending 10 grand a month or more in YouTube ads, you have to know.
His opponent, accompanied by Rob Man from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG Big Money.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one. These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Salute. What's going on, gang? It's Monday. How y'all doing, man? We got a good old show tonight. for those of you that don't know, we're going to start out over here on YouTube. So hit that like button. But we're going to end up on Rumble, guys. Yes, those of you that have not followed me on Rumble yet, it is imperative that you do so today. In order to see the actual live review and reaction of this video, we're going to have to travel on the bus today. We're going to have to take the school bus. We're going to take the magic school bus on over to Rumble. So I will be dropping a link before we get on out of here, guys, so that we can all go watch this movie on Rumble. For those of you that haven't seen it, you know what I mean? It's a good movie. Today is June 19th, for whatever that means for you. You know what I mean? You hold that to your heart. So I think this is a great movie to depict what June 19th mean to me. Also, guys, you see the title reads, Black women have always wanted comfort instead of freedom, actual freedom. You know what I mean? If you don't like discipline, then you don't like freedom. All right? Because discipline and freedom is tied. So before we get any further, y'all pay y'all respects. Wipe your feet on the like button, guys. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, emotions, people we like, or races. We don't cater to any of those. We cater to the truth, we cater to common sense, and we do not complicate it. All right? So let's start by understanding this is my perspective and this is my truth. This is the truth. I talk Bible. You know what I mean? I talk Bible. You know what I mean? So if you can understand that, then you ready to go. If not, then it might be time for you know what I mean, to join the folks that have been going through something, that put themselves through something so dramatic today. You know what I mean? Because you know everything is a choice. You might be one of them who need to go. Y'all need to go to the lockers, guys. Y'all need to get out of here. This is not going to be one of those class, guys. If you one of those pro black people that can't understand we not victims, it's time to go. I appreciate that you showed up, and I appreciate that you showed me some type of love and gave me some type of minutes. But understand, this is my show. This is my thing. This is what I do over here, right? And I don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing, a damn thing. You know what I mean? So I come and I provide y'all the experience and the things that I learned through reading the Bible and through putting in that experience in real life. You know what I mean? I don't come to change your mind or force you to do anything you don't want to do. All right? Because I understand sometimes people have a tendency of thinking that you're supposed to do some old magic shit. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm here to give y'all some information, and if you like it, you take heed to it. You know what I mean? If not, then you keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right, guys. So today the movie Alice is about. Matter of fact, let me bring this content up right here because we had a woman that did the review of it, and I think she was hating. So I want y'all to tell me what y'all think because I think this was a movie that needed to be done. You know what I mean? I think it was a movie that needed to be done. Now the argument is going to come in as, do it matter if that it was Kiki Palmer that did this? A lot of people are saying that she needs to be in more feminine movies. She needs to be in more, you know what I mean, princessy movies. But she's getting typecasted, that's what they call it, for the movies. And anyway, though, I think we're going to be able to pick a lot of what this title is about today, guys, from this movie.
I'm Kiki Palmer, and I'm free, and I ain't no slave no more. I'm Foxy, I'm Coffee. Oh. and I'm gonna go back for freedom of thoughts, and I'm whipping your ass. What the fuck is this? Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Alice. Now, this is a new movie. It's in theaters right now, and it stars KeKe, Palmer, and Common. Now, before I get into everything that went through my mind while I was watching this Foxy film, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things. You know, every idea for a film is not a bright one. I don't believe anybody was asking for Antebellum, the remix starring KeKe Palmer and Common. And I love me some KeKe Palmer and Common. But this right here, no.
Go back.
Notion has been the centerpiece of my workflow. It's quite literally an extension of my brain. I can take notes, create folders, manage tasks, projects, set goals, and build products. It's so
Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this movie. Now, I watched this movie solely off the strength of my love for KeKe Palmer and Common. Now, I love KeKe Palmer in every single thing that she does. I think that she is a phenomenal young actress that we've seen grow up. Me and KeKe are probably the same age. And Common, I don't love Common always so much as an actor. I can give or take.
All right, so now you already know we're not gonna knock her. She watch on movies for entertainment, shitty entertainment purposes only. She ain't trying to draw nothing out of the movie. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not gonna lie to y'all with the title. I didn't clickbait y'all. They'd rather comfort than freedom. You know what I mean? I watched this movie because I wanted to know how it was. I wanted to know some stereotypes. Where did it come from? I mean, I wanted it for the educational part, but I'm different. I know I watch shit different anyway.
Him, but Common, the MC, the rapper, love you, brother. So to see them both come here collectively as executive producers, I believe that Common provided and produced the music for the film, and they use a first-time director, Kristen Van Linden, I believe. You know, I just love that they came together to do something. Now, it was stated that this movie was inspired by true events, which was the opportunity to give us an original layered story. Now, we as an audience are very much so familiar with, you know, the slave movies and the way that the stories and things have been depicted, but it's quite different when you get into very much so modern day slavery and people still trying to live within the realm of 500 and 600 years ago and be a master and take ownership of people in some place like Georgia. And maybe not so much to the extent of our character Alice here, even if it was, you know, the plantation or even somewhere else. The fact that there may have been some people out there who didn't know that they were free. They were still very much enslaved along with their family for generation after generation, due to some sadistic ass person trying to keep on family traditions and own slaves. What? That's a fucking movie. Is that what we got here? Now, we meet KeKe Palmer here as Alice. She is very much so a slave along with the rest of her family on this plantation. She is newly married to her husband, Joseph, and they feel the need and the urge to want to run away. Now, Alice is a house slave and her husband is a field slave. They want to be together, but the master is going out of his way to make their lives a living hell. They were really, really trying to drive it home that the master wasn't shit, which we really ain't need, because
Again, guys, for those of y'all that's just now tuning in, we just pre-warming it up. We warming it up right now because we're going to be switching over to Rumble to watch this movie and break it down with a red pill lens. You know what I mean? MGTOW red pill lens to it. We're going to put that lens to it, guys. So right now, she just warming it up. You know how YouTube do. We can't really get into it on YouTube. Salute to YouTube, though.
All masters wasn't shit. Now, as an enslaver, he is making it very hard for the people on the plantation, but extra hard for Kiki and her husband. He sees her as not only a slave, but his person.
You'll be able to pull a lot of symbolism, and it's really symbolic to how it is nowadays. You heard she said 21st century. It's the same way now. Like, it's extremely hard for the black woman and the black man to get along. It's like something's in the middle. Something just want to see the black man and the black woman go at it. I mean, peep game, guys.
Personal property. He is making her that bed warmer, that late night comfort girl. She is made to be at his beck and call, have sex with him at any given moment, made to read to him. Here we have a master who has taught a slave to read, just so she can read to him and take care of his son. Now we go through the typical slave scenarios, oh no, we can't run. We go through those things, and it's nothing to laugh at all. Slavery will always be horrible, but here, in the way that it was rushed and depicted to get to certain plot points that we needed to get to, and we got what you do. Oh, you're crazy. It was just like, it wasn't done in the most tasteful way, especially with it being really rushed. We just got into, that extra slave-esque behavior just to drive home the fact that the master wasn't shit and he was making their lives a living hell, like we didn't already know that. But we see that the husband is really tired. He wants to run. He wants to know what else is out there. The Alice character is very much so seeking something else. I don't know what's out there, but I know that this can't be it for me. We need to leave. We need to run. We need to rally. Then, of course, oh no, we can't read. Oh no, we're really driving home the slave aspect of the movie. Now we get into
very much is going to drive home the mindset, because a couple of times she should have got out of there with him, and you know what I mean, she chose comfort instead of freedom. You know what I mean? And this is going to show you guys that y'all shouldn't have missed that mental fortitude class last week, man. Y'all played yourself. Y'all run around here acting like y'all really mentally tough, and y'all not. You know what I mean? Y'all finna click off any second now. If I could say the wrong thing, right? Which is really the right thing, because everything is orchestrated and premeditated. You know what I mean? To trigger the black folks that's weak. You know what I mean? I need to make you stronger, bro. I need to make you stronger. I need you to grow some thick skin. You know what I mean? But yes, you can pull a lot from this movie, guys. We're going to pull a lot. We're going to break the whole movie down, guys. So sit tight.
To antebellum-esque territory when we have a story told about, this magical, mythical man who dropped down from the sky and he made fire with his hand. And, as soon as we hear that as an audience, we're like, oh, he had a lighter? He had a lighter? Well, what's going on again? And you have him dig it up and find the lighter and see this is what was in the ground. This is what we have to look forward to. This is what, can happen if we get out of here. And this urges the need to run. And it's like, yes, I'm tired. I'm not trying to warm his bed every night and take care of his son. We even get inklings with the son. He keeps saying he wants to go home. He's not accustomed to the living, or even the elderly grandmother. I was a dancer. You don't know what's all out there, what's beyond. There are a lot of breadcrumbs here to let us know that things aren't as they seem. And once they get out, they're going to go out and it's going to be a whole new world. It's going to be Aladdin and Jasmine all up and through here. Now, this is nothing that we couldn't depict via the trailer. But did we have to make Joseph the most silly slave ever to get there? We spend a lot of time just building up with Keke Palmer's character in the beginning and just getting her momentum and motivation to really leave and get frustrated and get irritated, get angry, get mad, like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So a lot is being rested on her husband, Joseph's shoulders, and his urgency to leave because she is still afraid. Now, when we have him try to, make his plan up to leave, and it's broad daylight. He runs the fuck off in the middle of the day and broad daylight in the middle of the plantation and gets shot and gets caught.
Are you interested in starting your own faceless YouTube automation channel, but all people do is tell you to go to Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to make rain sound videos, motivation videos, and all this other useless crap that just doesn't work? And all you want is someone...
Where they do that at? Now, after her husband is caught and he's dead, this motivates her to no end to leave. She attacks the master not once, but twice, gets away, fights, runs all the way off. I love how we didn't even have a single soul chase after her or anything. But we have her stop in the middle of the woods to, let out like 5 screams because she didn't know where to go. So it was like, yeah, come find me. I'm right here. Like, if you want to know where I'm at, I'm right here in the middle of the shit screaming. So just come get me and capture me again so I can go back to the plantation. But before that can even happen, she finds whole refuge and salvation about 10 paces away from the damn plantation. Y'all know the ending of Antebellum where, she's riding the horse and it's like she's trying to get away and then they realize they're at some park or some mock-ass plantation scenario. Like she rolled like 5 notches away from the plantation and she was free. This was that moment all over again. But unlike then, it wasn't modern day. It was 1973. And we get real, the village territory. Oh, all of this was right here all along? I could have just the idea to think that they were there for generations and they were able to continue to enslave them and nobody knew anything for years. They were here continuing to be slaves and the literal street was right there. Okay. So after we have, brothers gonna work it out. After we have Common, stop and pick her up, I was so happy out of everybody who could have picked her up. It was the nicest, kindest ex-Panther that you would ever want to meet. But he assumes that, she is quite delusional. She had a hard fall. She's lost her memory. She doesn't know who anybody or anything is. She has on her full slavery garb. He, tries to take her to the hospital, tries to get her help, but they're trying to, have her committed, being that she's unaware, doesn't know much of anything.
Yeah, you capping now. Now you're exaggerating. Now you're making it to what you wanted to make it. He had to remind her, like, listen, you ain't no slave no more. We're not slaves. And she wanted to be a slave. Kind of like that on Pharaoh, the Moses story. How much longer? I want to go back to the Pharaoh. We was eating. You know what I mean? It was one of those situations. We're gonna watch, but stay tuned, guys. I like how she tell her story. You see her, right? She juicing it up though, but God, I like the way she tell the story. Yo, she got a couple more minutes and we out there off her. We off her.
This is her first and only time off of the plantation. He sees something in her, mostly his own mother, and he just can't take her being committed. He takes her home, and we go on this very long, lengthy journey of self-discovery with KeKe Palmer's character. Oh, that's the Black Panther. Oh, that's the Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, Lord, is that the television? That's Sanford and Son. That's Pam Grier. That's the Rolling Stone magazine. We go on a journey of new clothes, new style, her finding herself in Black 70s pop culture, music, the Panthers, Angela Dee, Malcolm X, the Civil Rights movie, and finding a Miss Rachel Bennett. Now, at no point in time did any parts of this story actually come together. Every single scenario was quite rushed. No characters were really fleshed out, along with Alice. Definitely Common's Frank character. What was that? We have him spending time, going on his whole journey of self-discovery and why he's an ex-Panther and how his mother's death affected him and why he doesn't even want to know fight the power any fucking more. Like stand up for your beliefs, stand up for the establishment, stand up to your own brother who low key didn't do nothing, just trying to give you a job. Like, fuck you, man. You like what you yelling at the brother for? All he did was give you a job and let you drive a truck. Like it was a hot mess. Nothing really came together. We spent a chunk of the film with her.
What did you want to see, shorty? Like, really, what did you want him to do? They don't respect the shit. Watch, you gonna see what Common did, and the average person, the average eyeball, gonna respect the shit out of Common, because one thing you're gonna notice is when she came and ran up out them woods, she ain't stumbled into another empowered black woman. No, she stumbled into a man, and he let her out, and he guided her and told her that she was no longer a slave. Pay attention, guys. We in for a treat tonight.
Discovering herself in the span of 2 days, getting real foxy. And we have, the storyline with Common, and he's not really believing her when she says she is an ex-slave, and we find Rachel Bennett. I love how we have, the master's wife show up with the son, and she rolls up like, she buying bread at the market, like, oh, hey, girl, been a long time. What's going on? Like, what the fuck?
Keep in mind, guys, she only there for the entertainment, but we got my guy, the God. A couple of y'all been asking for King Grove. He in the motherfucking house. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's up, brother Goodbread? How's it hanging, homie?
Man, we chilling, man. We living it up. We even better now. You here. Shit.
Well, we got that channel growing like a motherfucker, man. Congrats to the Goodbread, the original, and to the Goodbread squad for making, this thing 50K plus, man. Let's get it to 1 million, man.
Let's do it.
But these are the moments that are supposed to be vindicated, empowering. I slapped the shit out of you, bitch. 70s ass moments for Keke Palmer's character. But there wasn't enough buildup, and we're not really invested enough to care. And it's just like, what the fuck is this? She's like, come on, son, bring your Game Boy. She mad because I made her a slave. What's wrong with her? Like, oh, what? But we, as an audience, is forced to sit through and swallow. I'm free. I'm free. I ain't a slave no more. And I'm going back. And I ain't scared. Like, now, after Rachel Bennett drives off with her son, we have Keke Palmer. Oh, we got to go back. I'm going to get my family. But first, I need to read some more books and go to the movies and watch Coffee. Like,
nah, I agree with that. Like, I don't know why the fuck you went back. But, I mean, y'all can get to see.
It was like, what? I absolutely see the vision and what they were trying to do. It just wasn't executed well here. Like the whole, knowledge is power, and her going back and rediscovering herself as a black woman and her true.
Listen to how she disrespect the knowledge, though. Like, the whole knowledge is power. That's what it was about, bro. It's about the fact that we not victims. Back then, we didn't have access to knowledge. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we were slaves. You know what I mean? But now we have access. And you can't be shunning the knowledge. You can't be looking for entertainment all of the goddamn time. You got to take some type of knowledge from these movies that y'all sit around here and watch. You know what I mean? It ain't fuck a book. They could put it in the movie nowadays. Cause y'all sitting there watching the shit. Y'all watching the destruction of your kind, loving it in the movie. And your favorite actors play the roles too. They know how to do it. They know how to perpetuate the stereotype real well. They doing a good job. You know what I mean? What's going on, man, guy? Yo, you see what's going on? We about to watch Alice. Did you see that movie yet?
No, I ain't seen it yet. I was a little distracted by the big ass titties. Chick with the afro. Like, I'm trying to listen, but the big breasts was all up in the nigga face. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Straight up, bro. I mean, I like big titties.
Settle down. Come on, calm down. Relax. Relax. You're getting a little out of order here.
Meaning
Oh
through, you
shit.
know, those powerful motivating ass figures through the 70s and what, you know, the Emancipation Proclamation really means, and you know what it really means to be free and going back for what's yours, and you know, your family, and not being afraid, you know, going against the establishment, you know, very much so supposed to be empowering. But this here, it was not. It was not. And we even kind of try to do the same thing with Common's character and have him find his inner strength to, you know, get his Black Panther on yet again and not be afraid, and that whole mentality of, you know, I can't do nothing. I'm a black man. What about the police? What about this? Like, first of all, this is whole fucking slavery. It's like, yeah, you don't have no birth certificate, no social. You go down there and you handle all that shit. I can't do it. It became laughable, and I don't think it was supposed to be, right? Now, once we get into the end, we have Keke Palmer go put on her Sheba Baby, Friday Foster, Coffee, Foxy Brown, Pam Gear, Get Up, all black afro. I love how she just snipped those little words. Those supposed to be dreads. The afro just instantly flourished. And you know, we have Common stick up. Yeah, nigga, you know what? Nah, I mean, I'm a grown ass man. Like, what? He just gave you a job, bro. He just gave you a job. But you have him, you know, step into his own, and then go back to go and get the family and get their revenge and go to the plantation with the plan and set all the shit on fire. And she goes in, and of course we have to get that big standoff and that big speech, and it just was so terrible. Like, why? We have her go in. You know what? I was there for the ride. I was like, you know what? If we going out Coffee, Foxy Brown style, I already know sis is about to go in here and she gonna shoot him in the dick. We couldn't even get a shoot in the dick situation. Like, we are thinking that they're about to go in, shut shit down, and you know, I just really thought that she was gonna murder the shit out of him. That's what Coffee would have done. No, she goes and you know gives her big, you gonna suffer, and I ain't scared no more, and I'm Foxy Cleopatra, and I'm a whole lot of woman. I'm gonna shoot you in the kneecaps. She shoots him in the kneecaps, drags him out, and chains him up in the same form that he did her earlier in the film. And we have, you know, everybody, the police and the fire department arrive, and it's like, yeah, we're all free, and oh, my husband wasn't dead after all, and you made it out. No, baby, we made it out. Like, what? Well, you guys, that was my review for Alice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This film really missed the mark for me. I really don't see the purpose of it. I feel like it was a missed opportunity, and this film could have really said something and been really.
She wanted a lie, my God, King Grove. She wanted a fairy tale, a missed opportunity. What you wanted her to really empower women to do some shit that black women can't do.
You know what
Wouldn't
I'm
do.
saying,
The real
bro?
black woman wouldn't do. The virtuous one ain't doing that.
Now we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it a buck, man. Keep it real. I mean, there's certain shit that certain people can do and can't do. That's why God made us all different. You know what I'm saying? So we can help each other as like a family unit. So you feel me? Like you can't be trying to step in a man's place and do shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. That's how
She
some of
wanted a
the
woman king. She wanted a woman king.
bruh.
She wanted a pre-woman king movie, bro.
That's why so many of our sisters are confused. You know what I'm saying? And they alone, or they fucking with Mr. Potato Head. They can't get that good man because a good man is not gonna put up with that riffraff.
That's a fact. I can't believe that she said she missing a point. All this knowledge that you draw from the movie about being mentally tough, having mental fortitude, you know what I mean? As a woman and as a man of color in this society, you know what I mean? You would think that you take more than that from this movie. Like, all right, yo, let's get ready to wrap this thing on up. The link is posted, guys. We're going to hang out for about 3 minutes. Let everybody click on into the link. You might got to sign in. Don't be lazy. You're going to miss the whole thing, bro. And when you get there, hit that follow button and hit the like button over there as well. Before you leave here, hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you.
Original as far as slave movies are concerned, because we get one or two or three like every year. So, and this could have been a different outpour and outlook for, you know, a vindicative kind of black exploitation type thing going on and going back, vengeance, you know, that women empowerment, giving us those funky 60s and 70s feels. But it wasn't that. It was poorly executed. I look forward to reading you guys' comments. I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye.
All right, guys. So the link is dropped. It's there. Y'all let me know. Make sure everything is clear, everything right. You know what I mean?
I got one thing to say about what she just said, homie.
What she said, man? What you got, man? Because she bugged out right there. I think this was a very good movie.
I'm finna let my boy Wesley bug back on to check it out.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
You feel me?
Right.
Straight
right.
up.
Guys, yo, those of y'all that's just now tuning in, we on our way to Rumble. So we got a one-way bus. It's a one-way bus, and we about to head on over to Rumble. The link is posted. Those of you watching on the playback, you can exit out now. The link will be posted in the description of this video so that you too can watch the full video and get our reaction to this video. It is June 19th. You know what I mean? Celebrate it however you need to, whatever it means to you. No disrespect. Make sure y'all hit the follow button when you head on over. When you click the link and you head on into the Rumble, make sure you hit that follow button over there, guys. And smash that like button. Smash that like button over there too, man. Alright, we got about one more minute. We're gonna wrap it up over here, guys. One more minute and we're gonna wrap it up.
Poison.